I believe we're good. This is my first ever live stream on YouTube here, so I hope everything is good. Let's see here. Okay, so I might have some ads playing, it looks like. I'm just trying to get everything situated, so forgive me if there's some technical issues. If you're here, post in the chat. If you want to like the stream, do that right away. Yeah, I think we're good. I hope this turns out well, and I'm not just talking to myself the whole time. But if that's the case, hopefully a Bob comes up and we're all good to go. So basically what we're doing here is I'm going to be going over the results for the video game butt battle tournament. And I have the bracket here that I started. I started this a couple years ago, actually, for anybody that's new. It was something I had set up. I would say I was maybe a little overly ambitious, and life just kind of got in the way. I got busy, you know how it is. And then I decided to go back to it this year as part of a New Year's resolution. And I'm like, let's just get the tournament done. Let's go through all the matchups. Let's do all the polls. Let's see who people vote for. And then when the tournament is done, then I can do any sort of butt battle matchups and make singular individual videos for those matchups. So this bracket, I barely touched at all. The way I set everything up is I basically ranked, I thought of all the characters that use butt attacks and all the characters with prominent butts in video games, and essentially I ranked them kind of like in a 1 to 16 in each bracket, 64 video game women, and then I put them in each of the 4 brackets, and then I kind of moved some around depending on first matchups so that we could get some that are in like the same series and all that. Also, I see someone says Cammy wins right away. What's up, Jackson? What's up, Carlos? Yeah, Cammy, yeah, flawless victory. Yeah, she... Hold on, I'll get a picture up here. Yeah, she dominated everybody here. Let's go back to... Is that... Okay. Anyways, I didn't know if that went up. Oh, there, okay. There's just a delay. I see how this works now. So, anyways... I got everything set up, and I did the first poll matchups when I first set it up a couple years ago. And yeah, and I actually have the results for everything on the second round afterwards, so we can go to those as well. Alright, so yeah, this is interesting. I haven't done this before, so I'm inexperienced when it comes to the streaming side of things. So we're just going to go through each matchup. I'm going to go for like kind of the reason why I ranked it that way, who I'm picking. We can kind of go by the numbers too, the way I set up, if you guys saw my old butt battle videos, and how I was like 20 points for size, 20 points for power, for experience, and for confidence. We can kind of like do that, and I mean, I'll say right now, yeah, Cammy just won with so many votes that whatever numbers I did, there wasn't really a chance that anyone was really going to beat her. So she's probably going to end up just kind of winning overall. But I'm still going to go over like what my favorites and who I thought would win each matchup. So right away, obviously Daisy. Daisy was a personal favorite of mine. Daisy and Peach. I mean, Peach Booty, that's where the name comes from. It's my favorite butt-based moveset. I've said that plenty of times. And so my number ones, actually, when I set up this tournament, were Daisy, Peach, Armika, and then Twintel. Twintel was the one character with no butt attacks that I had sort of as ranked number 1. And I can kind of go through who won based off the poll results and like the videos I made for this first round, and then we can kind of start moving characters around and go through the results from the top 32 second round and up. So basically, Daisy versus Palutena, obviously Daisy wins. You can watch the video on that if you want to. And then after that, we had Shermie versus Iroha. I did not do a video on that one. Iroha is from Samurai Showdown. I actually kind of forgot that she has a butt-based counter. If you watch my most recent video, she is in the like video game ass counters that I made. And I will go to like the round 2 winners afterwards, and we'll just stick with the round 1 for now. But Iroha won that in the poll results. Tana versus Serena. These were like the two, I guess, only like ones that, I mean, they're humanoid, but they're not humans per se, so I just matched those two up, and Tana from Crash 4 won that. Melina versus Sindel. That was another one where numbers-wise they didn't necessarily match up, but they were close enough that I decided to put them against each other, and the mother, Sindel, won. So then Nia, I love Xenoblade Chronicles. If you watch my videos, you know that. She beats Mercy from Overwatch. Black Widow and Kate Bishop. You have a couple Avengers there. Black Widow easily wins, especially with the addition to Marvel Rivals Black Widow. Then you have Manon versus Zarina. This one I did do a video on, and this is the one, I think the first one I disagreed with the results, just because Zarina has so many butt attacks. If you don't know, she's in King of Fighters 14. She represents Brazil, and her butt's not as big as Manon, but she has a very butt-based moveset, and her like climax super is also butt-based. But I did do a video on that, and if you run all the numbers with the poll results and everything else, Manon did win. So then we have Anna versus Lily. That's, you know, hopefully Anna gets into Tekken 8 soon, because Anna would have done much better in this tournament, I think, and hopefully she gets a butt-based Rage Art. I'm really praying for that. So then we have Twin Tail versus Great Fairy. I did do a video on that one. That one is just like the battle of kind of heavyweights, like really big butts. Twin Tail, one of my favorites, and she won in the poll results. Morgan versus Eliza. This one I was kind of indifferent on. Eliza does have a butt attack. That is Eliza from Tekken, the vampire chick. But a lot of people really like Morgan from Darkstalkers. Okay, somebody is saying Armika is greater than Cammy. I do agree with that generally. I think that once Armika gets into Street Fighter 6, I'll say right now, I'm going to do a butt battle video between Armika and Cammy, based off of Armika's Street Fighter 6 model, because I'm pretty sure, based off of leaks and hints, that Armika will be in Season 3. I will be shocked if she's not. Right now, I personally like Cammy's ass better. Obviously, in a butt battle, when they use butt attacks, like, most people would think Armika would be in the finals. And that matchup really should have been later on. I'm actually surprised Cammy won with all the poll results that she had. So, a lot of people that come in this chat, a lot of the people that follow my channel more closely are obviously going to go with Armika. That could have easily been a finals matchup. But we'll go through the rest of round 1 here, and then we can go through the actual like visual poll results here. So then you have Tharja versus, Dorothea, Fire Emblem. That one's an easy win for Tharja. Dorothea's from Three Houses. Tharja's from Fire Emblem Awakening. That's when I started with Fire Emblem. Three Houses is one of my favorite games of all time, but Tharja definitely wins that. Lady D versus 2B. This is the big mainstream kind of choice there. People went with 2B. Makes sense. I would think she would just be stronger than Lady D. Should have been a Final Four matchup, Jonathan. Yes, I agree. The reason, if you look at my comments I don't remember if it was that matchup or a different matchup. Somebody was kind of talking about that as well. And I said that the reason that I had them so early is I actually set up this bracket before Cammy was revealed to be in Street Fighter 6. And right when Cammy had her first matchup, she was showing off in Street Fighter 6, and it was like, Jesus Christ, like I didn't expect that much of a buff to Cammy. And it was kind of like intriguing. It was one of the first polls I did for round 2 because I just really wanted to see. And I was like, oh shit. As soon as Cammy beat Armika, it was kind of like, oh, she might win the whole thing. At least as far as poll results go. But yeah, so let's see, what else did we have? Sorceress versus Fiore. Fiore is a more obscure Star Ocean character. Sorceress is from Dragon's Crown, just like Amazon. Also has a butt attack, so she won. And then you have the PlayStation versus Xbox. Eve from Stellar Blade versus Cortana from Halo. Let's see, yeah, but Cammy doesn't wear the leotard pants in Street Fighter 6. I mean, her default outfit is obviously the yoga pants, and then she still has her classic outfit. I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're referring to, but... Yeah, so Eve obviously wins. She's a top ass and a very new ass, so she also has a recency bias. Okay, so this one is a little bit interesting here. So I'm going to move this. So this was the first one that ended in a tie. And it was Bayonetta versus Jury. And I think this was around the time Street Fighter 6 hype started happening, so a lot of people voted for Jury, but it was the one I did a video on. And based off the numbers, they just coincidentally ended up tying. And in the poll results of Luong versus Sophitia, one I did not do a video on, Sophitia really should have won that. And I mean, she did. But, yeah, okay, Carlos, Cammy is GOAT. Yeah, it seems like Cammy versus Armika really should be the finals, huh? Like, Cammy kind of wrecked 2B in the poll results, which shocked me, because 2B's is super popular. But, yeah, so we had Bayonetta and Jury in a tie, and I just felt Lu Wang from King of Fighters fit that aesthetic better to start off round 2 with a 3-way battle. And so I actually moved Sophitia, you'll see in the bottom right here, I moved Sophitia to go against Cassandra because, if you know Soul Calibur, they're sisters, and I had Cassandra versus Rhea, and that was the only one in the poll results where I didn't agree with, and based off the numbers, Cassandra would have won. So I actually moved, that was the one character I moved. I moved Sophitia over here to go against her sister Cassandra, and then Sophitia won in the poll results for that. And then Lu Wang lost in a 3-way tie with Bayonetta and Jury. So Bayonetta moves up here, but we'll stick with round 1 up here. Classic is best. Original outfit is better. Better butt like my. Yeah, I mean, I agree. But I mean, I think I just like the look. And Cammy's ass is best in Street Fighter 6. It just happened to be that when we saw her best ass for the first time, we saw it in a new outfit. And new is just cool. I want to see Armika in a new outfit too. Might not be as good as the classic as well, but they're both great. She still looks fine in the new outfit too. Yep, yeah, just like I said. Let's see. Then we got Peach versus Rosalina up here. I mean, that's easy. Peach win. Again, I think she has the best butt-based moveset. Batgirl is a favorite. Batgirl is definitely a crowd favorite, obviously more specifically with Gotham Knights. Kind of a one-hit wonder. Not necessarily like Twintel, where Twintel is only known in ARMS. It's just that Batgirl is known in a bunch of stuff, but her ass specifically is really only known in Gotham Knights. So, Batgirl did beat Miranda early on. Miranda from Mass Effect. Then you have, yep, Peach, agreed. Then you have Zelda versus Jade. Jade is from Dragon Quest, not Mortal Kombat Jade. So, the one that has the hip drop move in Dragon Quest 11. Borrowed from Jessica from Dragon Quest 8. That is one where I did make a video on, one of the first videos, and Zelda's ass has just been super buffed recently, so her butt's kind of hard to beat, so I can understand why she won the poll results there. I don't get Batgirl. Yeah, I kind of agree. That was probably... I don't know if... I was trying to think about it myself. That might be, like, personally the one I think is the most overrated. It's really good as, like, just a singular model, specifically in Gotham Knights. But I was like, are people doing like the Batman thing, you know, with like DC, where they're all like, oh, well, Batman can beat anybody if he's prepared, and they're just doing the same with Batgirl, but with butts for some reason. Like, I guess that's kind of like an interesting like way to think about it. I don't know, like, or maybe people just like think it looks really good and it's still like somewhat recent. Yeah, it sucked because in poll results she beat both Peach and Zelda, which I obviously would disagree with. But I'll probably move them up on here, like, visually, as far as when we go over the poll results, and then I'll kind of just pick my own. They were glazing her. Yeah, it's hard to know who's all voting, right? Is it people that are... There's the people that are subscribed and actually watch my stuff. There's people that are, like, new subscribers. Then there's people that might have watched a video. They're not subscribed, but they're just seeing the poll, and they don't realize that, like, butt battle means, like, as literal as possible, butt battle, you know? But anyways, let's just get through these round ones. So then we have Katana versus Scarlet. I mean, Katana has one of the best ass attacks. Just destroying bodies and shit and gods in Mortal Kombat. Easy one. Alexandria Uni, another Xenoblade Chronicles thing. Alexandria just has the bigger butt if you played Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Widowmaker versus Mei. Widowmaker is a lot of people's favorites. I can understand why she wins that. Mai versus Chun-Li, very first one I did. Mai actually has butt attacks, and thank God she has that drive reversal in Street Fighter 6. So we'll see if... I mean, that seems to really be it. I mean, people have gone over the moveset, even though she's not out yet. Samus versus Wii Fit Trainer, that's an easy win for Samus. Armika versus JC from Tekken or Julia, easy win for Armika, but at least they both have butt attacks. Cammy versus Laura. Laura does have one butt attack. She has the jumping heavy kick butt attack, but obviously this is when Cammy just got revealed, so Cammy kind of dominated there. And then you have the Dead or Alive matchups. You have Hanoka versus Lisa. Hanoka actually has Lisa's butt attack, and Hanoka has a bunch of other butt attacks, so she wins that one. Tina versus Rachel. I mean, Tina is the main butt attack user in Dead or Alive, so obviously Tina wins that. Then you have two kind of buff blonde ladies. You have Amazon, Dragon's Crown, has butt attacks. And then you have Kisara from Tales of Arise. Personal favorite of mine as far as like recent games goes, but no butt attacks. Amazon obviously wins. Squiggly versus Sarabella. Sarabella has that kind of ode to Armika butt attack, but it's only in like the double form. If you guys know Skullgirls, Squiggly obviously has the dad ass butt attack. Squiggly wins that. Oh, message. Oh, never mind. Some messages got deleted. I don't have any mods or anything like that, so I don't know if somebody just deleted their own message in chat. But yeah, again, first time streaming ever, so I'm still kind of getting used to this. Then you have Yuri versus Athena. I think it was, yeah, Kingdom Hearts. King of Fighters 15, where Athena, they made her a little bit thicker. So Yuri and Athena, it's like Battle of the Butt Loops. If you know King of Fighters, if you know fighting games, Yuri obviously wins there. And then, like I said, I did move Sophia over, and we can actually bring up the polls here. Let's see. Oh, here they are. Widowmaker doesn't use her body to fight. Good point! Because the reason why Cammy does well is even though she doesn't have butt attacks, she does use her body. So that's actually a very good point. Okay, yeah, so that's, again, my stream's a little bit delayed as far as what I can see, but I do have the poll results here. And I started at the beginning of the year, and I knew that with 31 days we would get every matchup if we did a butt battle per day. So, yeah, Bayonetta, this time Bayonetta won like she should have. So, Bayonetta gets up there. And I already kind of did a video with Bayonetta and Jury, so you guys kind of know that. No Tekken girls. I do have Lily versus Anna. And like I said, Anna should be the first character for DLC in Tekken 8. So, yeah, I do have Anna versus Lily, but they didn't make it as far. Let's see here. Okay. I want to make sure that this is... Okay. Alright. Yep, so I said Sophia versus Cassandra. Sophia won that one. I have to kind of swap between OBS and the actual YouTube chat, so forgive me a second if I miss any chats. Yeah, oh, so that was one of my first, yeah, Armika versus Cammy, 38% to 62%. I do think, I will say, I do think Street Fighter 6 Cammy's ass is bigger than Street Fighter 5 Armika's ass, not just based off the picture here. Because the way you do, like, the image poll results, they kind of just, like, they kind of resize them themselves. Like, you can kind of crop it if you want to edit it beforehand, but it's kind of weird. But I do think Cammy's ass in Street Fighter 6 is bigger than Street Fighter 5 Armika's ass. However, I do believe that if Armika gets in Street Fighter 6, she will have a bigger butt than Cammy, most likely. But maybe not, who knows. It'd be awesome if she got in the game and then Cammy just got a butt attack added. Maybe a butt-based super or something like that. That'd be dope. Let me see. Let me go back to the YouTube. Armika doesn't appear in Street Fighter 6. Yep. I do think... I will be shocked if she doesn't, though. I will be shocked if she doesn't. Katana versus Zelda. This one's tough for me, because Zelda is like a new favorite of mine. I think her butt... I keep saying it's the most improved ass. And if Zelda had if Zelda or Cammy had butt attacks, they would be, like... I don't know if they'd be number 1 and number 2. But we also have Switch 2 coming out, so we'll be seeing more Peach, more Daisy, more Zelda, all that shit. So, like, I have a lot of Nintendo favorites, a lot of Nintendo biases. I like to say I'm biased towards, like, Peach, Daisy, even Zelda. But Katana has one of the best butt attacks, and she has a bigger butt, specifically in Mortal Kombat 1. So, again, that was a fairly close result, 58 to 42. So I'm fine with Zelda winning that. Even though I would normally go with the butt attacks. But, again, the butt attacks only again, if you have to think about it with the characters that don't have butt attacks, like what if they did? That's kind of the whole point of this tournament. So I would have been fine with either one winning that, to be honest. But again, Zelda's just shooting up there. Like, she's easily a top 5 favorite of mine. Okay, then you have Eve versus Sorceress here. Sorcerer's a little more obscure. Eve is like popping off right now with Stellar Blade. Love Stellar Blade. Great music. Great combat. And great ass. I just wish Eve actually used hers as a weapon. You think Katana? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I really like Zelda. I know the hitbox meme is just a meme, and Katana has an actual hitbox on her ass. I think Katana's square wave, and I think where they just call it like the booty bump, or I forget exactly what they call it in. I think it is just called booty bump in Mortal Kombat 1. And then she has the like buttalities that have their different names, like Back It Up and stuff like that. So again, that matchup should have been later, I think, but it just kind of like how it panned out. Yeah, Stellar Blade is a great game for sure. I think I played the demo of Nier Automata back when it came out, and I did not like the gameplay, so I stopped playing it. I know it has a way better story, and I know they both have good music, but I've always preferred Eve because you can customize her with the outfits. It's like newer, more modern graphics, and the combat gameplay is just way better than Nier. So yeah, I loved Stellar Blade. My second favorite game this year, Rebirth was my favorite, but Stellar Blade was great. I like combat and music, if you don't tell, when it comes to video games, and ass, obviously. Squiggly versus Amazon, I kind of like how it's two like sprites against each other. I mean, Amazon's bigger, like it makes sense why she would win. Juliet of Lollipop Chainsaw, that's another one. I haven't played the game, but I know that remaster came out, and I know she does have a booty bump in that game, so that's pretty cool. Black Widow, I mean, this was the hype of Marvel Rivals, and she actually uses her body like she fights, whereas Nia is a magic user and a healer. Makes sense that Black Widow would win that. Alexandria did fairly well here against Widowmaker. I was actually impressed. But yeah, Widowmaker, I mean, I can understand Widowmaker winning that. I'm 50-50 on this matchup. I have more personal attraction and connection to Alexandria. Yeah, but Widowmaker won the polls. So far, I'm not too disagreeable with any of these like poll results for the most part. And then as soon as I say that, we get Peach versus Batgirl. I tried with the images here. I tried. They both have kind of like a cape kind of thing like over their butts, but I tried to find the best. Oh wow, there's 777 votes on this one. Damn. I really tried for Peach on this one. I really tried. I tried to find the best. This was like the one where I was like, I really like looked at the images and I'm like, can I get people to vote for Peach? The thing when it comes to Peach, Daisy, maybe even Zelda, when it comes to Nintendo characters, I look at them as like a Pixar thing, right? Like Fixar. That's the way I think of it. Pixar mom, that kind of thing. But I think the bigger heads, as well as Nintendo, kind of like Pixar kind of being like for kids or whatever, I think people negate any sort of like attraction to those characters. So even we're doing butt battles and you have Peach, you have Peach in the name, you have Daisy. I think the more mainstream people, the people that are going to vote, are going to like not pick those characters. So, and again, Batgirl's butt is big and she obviously is going to be good in combat. So I get it, but no Peach. But yeah, this is from her sword fighter outfit in Princess Peach Showtime. And her butt was really big. Weirdly enough, she did not have a butt attack in that game, which is crazy. She does in her first game in Super Princess Peach. But yeah, so Peach would have won for me. But I will go back to the tournament bracket after I go through these. Yeah, I said everything I said about Peach. You could say the same with Daisy. But Iroha at least has a butt attack, and her butt is probably one of the bigger ones in the tournament. So with the numbers, if I would have put the numbers together like I did with the videos, there's no way Daisy could have won. I could have given Daisy all the points in the world, but this is too much of a difference for voting results. So Iroha was a dark horse. She became like one I was kind of rooting for as the tournament went on. And if like Daisy lost to the champion, I would have been fine with that. So Tina versus Hanoka. Oh, this one shocked me. Some of these round 2 results definitely shocked me. Tina has her power blow, which is like the super in Dead or Alive, that's butt based. Hanoka's flying like Peach Bomber butt attack is from Tina. So I think someone said I did Tina dirty in the comments here, but I don't know what they meant by that, like matchup wise, or because Tina's in jeans versus Hanoka showing more skin here. But I don't think too many people actually just vote on picture or image. I think they're picking the character they like better, or who's hotter, who they think has the better butt, or the literal actual question, who wins in a butt battle. Hanoka has a butt attack. Yes. So Hanoka shares a bunch of attacks for her moveset. So she has the same like jumping, flying butt attack that Tina has. And then she also has the Lisa butt attack, which is the attack when your character's facing away. So if you're Hanoka and you're facing away, or Lisa for that matter, I don't remember the exact input, but it's just kind of a standing like butt thrust where they don't fall on the ground themselves, but they can knock, I think they can knock the opponent down, or at least they push them back a bit. And then she has the Drunken Master hip bump and the little side like hip bump, booty bump. And then what else? And then her and Tina both have a cliffhanger. When you transition from a stage that's up high and you fall down, they both land butt first on their opponent. So this is a pretty good like close matchup. I think just by the voting results, like Hanoka still would have won. I think I would have personally picked Tina, but I'm fine with Hanoka because you know they're pretty similar in that aspect. This is probably the most surprising result to me. I'm gonna check this out real quick here. Yeah, that one surprises me. Twintel versus Morrigan. How many people? Oh wow, we got 70 views total already. Nice. Yeah, this one. I don't know. I don't know what to say on this one. Twintel's a personal favorite. I think she has one of the biggest butts in video games, period. I got my Switch for ARMS. Like, that was the first game I played. And I checked it out. Obviously, I was, Odyssey and shit. And I've said in other videos, I actually was one of those weirdos that played Breath of the Wild on Wii U. So, I can see... Oh, you can't see Morrigan using her butt. Okay. So, what I did like about this is that there was... Let me see. There was actually some decent reasoning here. Make sure. Let me double check OBS so this is on the screen. Yep. Yeah, well, Twintel's ass is certainly bigger, but neither of them really use their ass as a weapon. Although, if I had to make a call, I would say Morrigan's the more likely to do so, and the more likely to know what she's doing out of these two. I don't know, it just seems more in character for her. That is the kind of discussion I wanted with this tournament. I wanted people to use their imagination and be like, yes, Twintel's is bigger. I feel like it's more in character for Morrigan, and I feel like she might use it better. Like that, like, okay, respect. Like, at least I can, like, that gives me some idea of the results. Hold on, shit. Okay, good. Oh no, I knew it was gonna go all the way. I'm gonna have to scroll all the way back down. I can. I mean, she is a succubus. Yep, for sure. Here we go. So yeah, and neither actually have butt attacks, so Morrigan would have won just off poll results alone there. Okay, I mean, this one was kind of obvious. Tharj is more obscure. She's a personal favorite character of mine, and she has like some butt-based stuff in like dialogue, basically confirming she has the biggest butt in the game in Fire Emblem Awakening. She's not going to beat 2B, and she's a magic user, so that one's kind of obvious. This one was close. And Mai would have had the recency bias because of Street Fighter 6. And this was before we knew she had a butt attack. I think she is more magic, yep. Mai versus Samus. This was, very close. I think, oh man. Mai with the butt attacks, I would have left this up to the poll results probably if I was doing like a video on this one specifically, because this one's tough to choose. I I like Samus more, but Mai has butt attacks. And we thought she didn't have any butt attacks in Street Fighter 6, and they're like, oh, hey, she's got a drive reversal, so that's something. And they're both good, like, just combat fighters. Mai has a butt attack, Samus, no. Yeah. But what if Samus did have a butt attack? What if? That one's close. I feel like they would be pretty even, to be honest. So, and they were in the poll results, one of the closest matchups. Speaking of butt attacks versus no butt attacks, we have Sindel. Yeah, I mean, Tana has a big butt in Crash 4, but Sindel crushes people's skulls with hers, so... Yeah, seems like people in the chat saying Mai. Makes sense. And she, you know, she's very current right now, so... And she has butt attacks, so I understand why. I can't believe they nerfed Samus's dump truck in Smash Wii U. You mean from Smash Wii U to Ultimate? Yeah, yeah, Smash 4 was ridiculous. Smash 4 Samus was pretty huge. Definitely her biggest. They didn't nerf it as much in size as they did shape, weirdly enough. Like, it's more muscular looking in Ultimate. But, yeah, people always talk about the Snake nerf, and they kind of connect Samus to that as well. But yeah, Smash Wii U, Smash 4 Wii U, Zero Suit Samus definitely has the biggest butt of Samus. Maybe we'll see something in Switch 2, maybe Metroid Prime 4, maybe we'll get some more Zero Suit Samus. But yeah, Sindel wins that one. This one kind of shocked me too, not by Manon winning in poll results, but just the difference. Again, Anna has butt attacks. She has her Aphrodite Scorn hip check. She has the booty like taunt that can stun enemies in the older games. She has the wind poses. So Anna has a lot of utility, literal utility to her ass. And Manon's is big. It's not as big as Cammy's. She's like taller than Cammy, but her butt's definitely not as big. But again, we'll probably get an Anna trailer. I will definitely react to it if we do. Like, I mean, I'd be absolutely shocked if she's just like not in the game for some reason. In Tekken 8. But again, like Manon when it gets a butt user like Zarina in the first round, and she won that too. So Street Fighter 6 is very popular for ass, obviously. It's Street Fighter. Yeah, then you have the Peach Booty and the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer, which is super zoomed in and blurry, but I will say something about this real quick while I'm live, if you guys haven't caught some of my videos. I do think this just means, even though she's got the dress and the motorcycle, I'm pretty sure this just means that you can wear different outfits for different vehicles. Like, you can probably wear biker suits on other vehicles, or the dress on the carts, or the motorcycles, or whatever. You're probably going to get multiple outfits that you can wear on every cart. That's what I'm assuming. I could be wrong. Okay, so then this is the end, I believe, of round 2, which is, I thought with Sophitia beating Cassandra, which kind of like surprised me, I actually thought that Sophitia was going to beat Yuri, but no. Yuri's pretty popular, I think, for just general butt attack, like, users. So, yeah, so she would have won that, because, again, she uses her butt just like Sophitia. And let's go back to this. Okay, so, let's double check, make sure that's in the right spot here. Okay, so we got all these set up, and then we have Bayonetta. So this one is gonna be, this was Yuri. Okay, that's right, because that was mostly just round 1 and round 2. So let's just like, I think those poll results I can understand the most. So, and I actually might, when I kind of get to more of my personal picks, I might just ignore like the actual like what the matchup was and just kind of like pick ones that I think in each bracket should be like, you know, like the top 2, that kind of thing. So when it comes, let's just go through like what people voted for. So it was Aroha, it was Sindel, it was Black Widow, Manon, Morgan, 2B, Eve. Okay, yeah. We're just doing poll results, right, for now. versus Widowmaker. Samus. Cammy. Hanoka. Amazon. Yuri's great, yes, but I like Shermie too. Yeah, Shermie just ended up going against Iroha. I didn't realize Iroha was that OP when it comes to As. Okay, so let's go through these next rounds. Okay, Zelda versus Batgirl. I'm glad that there was 2 pictures I could find that were very close, so you could really kind of compare them. Obviously, I'm picking Zelda. That was a very close matchup though. This could have been a Zelda versus Peach matchup. That would have been super interesting. That would have been. I'm kind of curious who people would have voted for there. Zelda's is more popular, so she would have won the voting results. But Peach obviously has the butt attacks. Let's see. So again, we'll just quickly kind of go through the results. Samus versus Widowmaker, another close one. Widowmaker got it through the polls. You knew Eve was gonna dominate. 2B actually didn't dominate this one as much. Morgan really hung in there. The image is from I believe it's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, if I recall correctly. But yeah, Morgan, Succubus, understandable if she did have butt attacks. Again, Manon. I'm surprised with the Marvel Rivals hype that Manon got this many votes against Black Widow. And Black Widow's a little bit more of a fighter, even though she's smaller. Another Absolute dude, man. The results for Cammy are just insane, dude. She is just absolutely destroyed. You would almost think that I guess maybe my channel, but you would almost think that 2B would be more popular. Obviously that isn't the case with these final results. Makes sense. Amazon a lot bigger than Yuri. This is what I mean by Iroha being OP with the ass, because damn, that it's kind of funny that they have the similar wraps around their legs too. The best of Hanoka, it's not the butt. Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, boobs. I'm 100% of an ass man, obviously. So if you guys didn't know that, who would have thunk? The people have spoken and they want Cammy. Yeah, I will say when it comes to Cammy that she was when it got to top 16-ish, Cammy was the one where I was I'm fine with her winning. I with the poll results. I'm totally fine. She was there were some characters 2B, I'm Batgirl, Iroha, I kind of started to like more as the tournament went on. The biggest domination here, but it's why she's very popular. Oh, yeah. So then we went right into another Iroha matchup because it was Elite 8, Round 4. And finally someone got Manon. And I think this was around the time I made my video, too, with the counterattacks with Iroha. Because, again, I even just forgot about that. Already has one. Yeah. She has. Yeah. I mean, I could run the numbers. I could even pick against her. I could have picked Armika, especially back when I first started this, and Cammy still would have won. This one. I already kind of talked about how I prefer Stellar Blade as a game. I've also kind of realized this year, if you guys haven't noticed, for the ones that watch my channel more, I'm very much an RPG guy, very much a JRPG guy. So I thought I was a little bit more story-based than I realized. I am much more of a gameplay first person. You have to have good gameplay. If you have good gameplay, character, and music, story to me is whatever. As long as the characters are good. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So everyone kind of glazing near Automata's story. I'm yeah, but the gameplay wasn't good. Now, at least it wasn't in the demos. Stellar Blade has a top 10, 15 combat system. Rebirth has a number 1 combat system, so 193 votes, a few votes, I think, OG, best 2 butts of video games. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's weird how some of these number of votes are, a lot lower than others. Everyone had at least over 100, thank God. But there were some that were, 700. I feel the average was, 300 to 400. Eve was actually winning in the beginning, and then 2B kind of surpassed her by the end. 2B is more confident in herself. True. True. 2B... Eve... For people that haven't played Stellar Blade, I actually really like Eve. I like the voice that she has. But she is not a, like, quote-unquote, like, sexy, like, Bayonetta type character at all. Like, she just, like, isn't that. Which I'm, like, fine with. Because you have all the outfits you can customize her in. And the game is just, like... I would say outside of, like, kind of, like, the lack of story, I think the environments weren't very good. I didn't need 2 big deserts. I like the 2 big desserts, for sure. Each cheek. Great. But that kind of bored me, but then it picks up really good at the end, and it's like a boss rush, and I'm like, fuck yeah. This kind of more linear style for Stellar Blade was fucking amazing at the end. Cammy always wins the butt battles. Yeah, she does. and against Amazon, too. Somebody said that Dragon's Crown needs, like, a remaster update. I agree, because I didn't get to play it myself either, so... Maybe we'll see more of Amazon and Sorceress and butt attacks like that. Yeah, we're just going to go through the rest of the results, and I'll go back to the tournament bracket. This was kind of another people's choice, Batgirl versus Widowmaker. I say people's choice because I didn't play much of Overwatch, and I didn't play any of Gotham Knights. I mean, Batgirl's butt is bigger, and I think, like somebody said in the chat before, Widowmaker doesn't actually, like, use much physical combat, so I can understand Batgirl winning that. The craziest thing about the Cammy domination, in my opinion, is that you'll see characters like Batgirl beating Zelda and Peach, and or having large percentage wins against other characters, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't even, like... These aren't even, like, that much different as far as how zoomed in they are. Like, Cammy's ass is just that big. It's fucking massive, dude. Cammy always wins the butt battles. Told you, Cammy number 1. Yeah, she is... I don't think she's just clearly, like, the people's number 1 and people's favorites. But I think, like, even people that don't have Cammy as their number 1... I think they just look at the ass, or they see it in Street Fighter 6. Because before Street Fighter 6, Cammy would have obviously been eliminated by Armika easily. I think not many people play Stellar Blade. The interesting thing about Stellar Blade is that some people thought it was like the anti-woke game. And I was like, no, that's Black Myth Wukong. Like the people that championed Black Myth Wukong outside of China, obviously. That was the anti-woke, like, YouTube grifters, whatever you want to call them, that were like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. Like, Stellar Blade, you'll just find people in, like, JRPG communities and random people like Kit and Krista for Nintendo. Like, they do, like, a booty of the year, and Stellar Blade won that. And, like, I remember, if you don't know Kit and Krista, they were, like, one of my favorite YouTube channels. They were former Nintendo employees, and Kit was like, he's like, well, I kind of wanted to play Stellar Blade because, I heard it was a pretty good game, and I don't want to just give her the best ass of the year without playing the game. And then he played the game, and he's like, oh, the game's actually good, so that means that gives more credit to the ass, instead of, like, just looking at it from the ass point of view. So, yeah, so I love Stellar Blade. Again, I just think the environments in the middle could have been more varied. I liked the space future stuff. I didn't care about the post-apocalyptic deserted area, desert, stuff like that. And the story was kind of lacking, but amazing combat, music, and ass. If you look at story. I still really like my favorite games of all time have, like, I think it's more of the cast of characters than the story is just kind of part of it. But, like, if you just look at the main broad story in a game, I'm not as big on story as I once thought I was, especially after this year. Or last year. This one I was curious if Iroha was going to pull this one off, because she was getting a lot of votes. First Descendant, I just haven't played myself. When it comes to shooters, that's just not my style of game. Even Marvel Rivals, even though I've done content on it, I actually have barely played it. Like, actually really done any matches in that game. And it doesn't help that Black Widow's my favorite, and she's like the worst character in the game. And they just made her a generic Widowmaker sniper instead of giving her shit that she had in like the Avengers game where she was fucking super fun to play. Give her the assassin shit and like the Widow's bite and like the stun stuff. Like, but no, she's not just a sniper. But yeah, First Ascendant. I mean, I never actually got to try it, but the asses are really good. Like Haley is ridiculous in that game. I mean, they kind of all are. Yeah, so, I mean, Aroha has the butt counter, but again, people love 2B, so it kind of made sense that this was my finale here. And, I mean, if this doesn't tell you, like, if you saw 2B's voting results and her beating Eve and her beating Aroha and dominating Tharja and beating Morrigan, Cammy's lowest results were against Armika. It was 62-38. So... I mean, that's almost the finale. Well, here, let's go to the bracket here. Okay, so this was Iroha. This was Manan. This was Iroha. 2B. Eve. Batgirl again. Widowmaker. Batgirl again. We'll just do this. Amazon. Cammy beat Batgirl. 2B won this, and she also beat Iroha. Yeah. That is the results. The First Ascendant has one of the best asses of all time. Brya, and I'd have to like Google. I know I've seen them before, but I don't know the names. Haley's the only name I know from First Ascendant. All right, that's a wrap, folks. Cammy has won. Okay, well, now that you say that, let's do this. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure the pictures are framed right. Yeah. I made sure to get some good Cammy Street Fighter 6 shots ready here. I think most people can agree this is one of, if not, I think it's the best, just butt model, best looking butt model in all video games. And the fact that Cammy's a very highly skilled fighter, she just doesn't have butt attacks. You give Cammy or you give Zelda butt attacks, and they're like OP as fuck. The stretch, though. That, Jesus Christ, dude. That's so ridiculous. I have no idea how long I've been streaming. It looks like 45 minutes. I was hoping for about an hour here, so. So ridiculous, dude. Okay, this shot is insane, dude. The way the hair goes down, holy ass, dude. Oh, of course, there's her win pose. Now she's just bragging here, showing off. Damn, dude, that's crazy. There's a little comparison shot. I remember when I first, if you guys want to see, I have my reaction video out to Cammy and Street Fighter 6. I'm so glad I reacted to that. This was the shot I had to go back to immediately because my jaw just dropped. I was like, are you serious? I didn't think her ass would be that huge. We kind of saw it in the leaks. We knew the classic outfit was leaked, but damn. Okay, this one was, I think it was like during an animation, but there's just too much ass. They can't even like load it. Oh, yeah, okay. Here, I can talk about this, too. So, I made Daisy in Street Fighter 6 as my character, like, avatar character or whatever for a World Tour. I gave Daisy a 100 size ass. A 100. And look at Cammy's. I mean, that's about a 100... That's a max size ass, pretty much. There's the win pose. Let's see here. Oh, that's like right before the start of a match. Oh, damn, I forgot. I forgot I put these in here. Hold on, I gotta see if the chat's saying anything. She got the entire bakery. This is no mods. No, it's no mods. No. Original outfit. Post the original butt. I want to hug those cakes. Capcom, we love you. If and when they make Street Fighter 7, they gotta make Cammy's cake just as, if not better. Give her a butt attack. Then it's better. Yeah. There it is next to... Again, it's hard to get the... when you create your character to get the best kind of shape going on and all that. But yeah, that you can't beat perfect right there, you know. Oh yeah, so this was this was every matchup that Cammy had. Announcer, Cammy, she hasn't moved in 10 minutes. Oh, shit. Do the photo of her in midair. Oh, what about this photo, though? Oh, wait, is that cut off? I want to make sure. Oh, no, it's fucking perfect. It's... Yeah, right here. Damn. Let me see. I want to be him. The wind pose again. Wind pose again. Different one. The match wind pose versus the round wind pose. There's all the wind poses. I like how she has no ass in Street Fighter 4. And then the rest of the games it's fairly big, and then 6 is just fucking huge. Oh, that's everything. Okay, we'll just go back again. That one's I like that one. Okay, let's Okay, I'll ask the chat here because I was thinking about kind of going through maybe like some changes that I would make. 7 will be massive, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it isn't already. I mean, it is already. Yeah, I think... Okay, here's the thing. So the only thing Cammy doesn't have is, again, butt attacks, right? But she has, a strong... Like, she knows how to use her body as a weapon. But she hasn't used her weapon of ass destruction, because then she'd be OP as fuck. But, yeah, I'm trying to think if... Man, if Armika... Oh, I can't wait. Give me Armika, dude. Like, I really feel like that should almost be... I feel like it should be... I feel like it should be this, right? I mean, I would have Daisy... Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I would... Something like this. You could move her back here. Then you have Zelda and Peach. I would move them up. I'd move Katana up here-ish. I really feel like Tina... I actually thought Tina would go against Armika, but they both lost to Cammy and Hinoka. Anybody else? I think I kind of agree. Eve should be up there. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I almost feel like that should have been the Elite 8. Like, Daisy versus Aroha. I mean, we already saw that in Aroha 1. We saw this. I would have picked Eve, personally. And Cammy came out of this bracket. Yeah, I think if like 2B or Batgirl or somebody would have won in votes, I think during this chat we would have just been like, we would have come to the conclusion that like Cammy's the winner or Armika. Really, Cammy and Armika were kind of your top two. I have my personal favorites in Daisy, Peach, and Zelda. If I had to pick, Zelda and Cammy are like my two new favorites. Peach and Daisy are like my classic favorites. Same with Armika. But again, I'm kind of a what have you done for me lately person, and we need Armika in Street Fighter 6. We need to see Peach, Daisy, Zelda, even like Rosalina and stuff in Switch 2, Samus as well. I mean, Cammy, we got kind of the best Cammy we can get right now. Give us back Samurai Showdown. Give me Soul Calibur back with Sophitia and Cassandra. Hell, 2B's been a guest character in a bunch of different games. Give me a Stellar Blade 2. Give me some more playable DLC. And yeah, so, I mean, Cammy's the winner here. This is going to be a VOD. I will probably make a video, like an individual video, kind of celebrating Cammy's win. I already have some ideas. And I think, yeah, it's been almost an hour, so this is perfect. I can put a picture up to kind of end the stream. And I'll have to figure out, I'm pretty sure it'll be easy to figure out how to end the stream. But, anything else you guys want to say in chat? I'll take a drink of my water here while I'm waiting. I'm going to have to watch back this VOD since it's my first stream, so I need to make sure everything sounded good and looked good. Yay, Cammy. Yay, Cammy, indeed. Cammy is the winner of the very first video game butt battle tournament. She will get a video that I'll probably do next week. I will also make a post today or tomorrow celebrating. Hopefully I can find a good gif of the butt jiggle, because we didn't talk about the jiggle at all. So, Obsidian Kite, hello, how you doing? I'm actually just ending the stream now, so if you want to check the VOD, I'm assuming the VOD just goes up right away. So, yeah, basically we just went over the results. I just kind of went over the poll results. I agreed with some. I agreed with, like, when it came to, like, the final, like, kind of ending the winner and all that, I agreed with. But there was definitely stuff I disagreed on. And, again, I focus a lot on, like, butt attacks specifically. So, Cammy wins. She'll probably always be the winner. So if you want other winners, you might have to exclude her. Actually, that's a good point. That is actually a very good point. Because then the winner of another one I might do, maybe if I just do polls again, we'll see. But I am going to do, like, butt battle, like, matchups, like, videos that aren't necessarily related to this tournament or any other tournament for that matter. But, you know, like a Widowmaker versus Black Widow or you know, stuff like that. But I do want to do a Cammy versus Armika. Please put Armika in Street Fighter 6. But otherwise, right now, Cammy is the winner of the butt battle tournament. If you guys didn't get to see this whole stream, you can watch the VOD afterwards. You can look at my community tab for all the results otherwise. And again, I'll be making a video and making a post celebrating the winner of Cammy. I'm fine with Cammy always winning, though. Perfect way to end the stream. It's been about an hour. So you guys have a great day. I'll be continuing making, obviously, video game butt content. I really want to do more this year. So that's why I did this. I'm glad I got the tournament done. We found a pretty obvious dominant winner here. She just needs butt attacks, and we need Armika in Street Fighter 6. So congrats to the winner, Cammy, and we need to compare Cammy's butt with Mika's butt in Street Fighter 6. Exactly. We will be doing that. You will go, my channel will be the one as soon as we get our Mika stuff in Street Fighter 6. And I saw they just announced they're going to be working on more outfits for Street Fighter 6. So hopefully we get more Cammy's ass in different outfits for Street Fighter 6 too. So, hey, maybe we'll get a Street Fighter 6 2. Super Street Fighter 6, if you will, with Armika. Oh, let's go, guys. Okay, I'm hyped. Again, I'm going to work on a video for this, and thank you guys for watching. I'm glad I got some people in here that joined in on the discussion. So I will see you guys next time. Maybe I'll try to do more live streams, but for now, we'll focus on the Cammy ass, the winner of the Butt Battle Tournament, Cammy. See you guys.